Okay, this is a video of a horse that came to me. One of her issues is she will not tie, and you just saw her pull back. I didn't have her tied solid there. I just had the rope wrapped around the post because I knew she was going to pull back. She'd been taught to do this by a previous trainer that the owner paid good money to get this mare to pull back. And you're going to see some stuff here that doesn't look exactly pretty. And this is why I encourage people to find a quality horseman that knows what they're doing, because there's no sense in a horse having to go through what this mare is going through on this video, like stuff like that right there. Now, what happened to this mare when she was at the previous trainers? 2 times she was tied in cross ties and set back and broke them. Now, this mare is scared of the rope. When she's tied and the rope moves, that's what scares her. So that tells me that one of the times she set back, a rope or a board or something probably whacked her right between the eyes. And so now this is what the mare has to go through to get better. Now, there is an after part to this, and you're going to see some major changes in this mare. You can see her leaning back there. She's terrified. See, she's doing everything she can to hold together and not go backwards, but she's scared to death. Okay? There's no sense in that. And the owner was told, see, there was a good change by the mare. This mare is super intelligent. She's a Mustang. The owner was told, when she asked about this issue, that some horses just won't tie. Well, I mean, I've been doing this too long to believe that kind of crap. There's some trainers, obviously, that charge good money that can't teach a horse to tie or can't fix issues like this. And but I've never seen one yet in 35 years that wouldn't tie. This mare does not have a leading up issue. I've already checked that out. But she is genuinely afraid of that rope as it moves. She's fixing to set back here again. Now what I'm doing here, I'm using my flag to get her to move her feet. She's never going to get over this issue unless I can tie her and then get her to move her feet back and forth, up and down the fence, and not get afraid. And she's fixing to get afraid here, like right there. And again, this is why I stress: find a good horseman. Seek them out. Do whatever you have to do to find a good horseman, because no horse deserves to be put through this. But anyway, she's going to get better right here where I'm working with her now. Now, I'm down in Georgia at a facility. When I'm doing this part of the video, I bring the mare home. There's an after part that you're going to see some huge improvements. And but this is the way she is this particular day, and she's been like this since she got fouled up. She's broke the ties on the lady's trailer a couple of times, and you hear the lady say in the video that she can't even walk off from her, or the mare just freaks out and runs backwards. So the other issue this mare has is, because she's afraid to be tied, she wouldn't load on a trailer. So the story I was told was it took 2 people to load her on the trailer. One person to coax her in with feed, and the other person to shut the door behind her. Because when you took her into the trailer, you couldn't tie her and walk out, because she would run out before you could get out. And so that's another issue she's having, which I did a trailer loading demo with her the day after the video you're watching. It wasn't recorded, unfortunately, because it was a good demo. It took me about 20 minutes to get her on the trailer. But once I got her on there, I got her to get on there and stay on there until I asked her to come off. Again, I cannot stress how important putting a good foundation on these horses is. And when I brought this mare home and started riding her, I right off the bat, I could understand why she had so much trouble tying. Now here you can see me standing in front of her, and I'm using my flag, moving her back and forth, and she's moving a little more willingly. And she's gonna let down here in a bit. She'll go to working her mouth, and I'll just quit on her for this session. And but the mare had no foundation at all. She couldn't separate her hindquarters from her front end. She had been pulled on with two reins too much, and she was way overflexed. See there, she's working her mouth. She looks as relaxed now as she's looked ever since we started the video. Okay. She'd get way overflexed when you picked up on the reins, but she didn't know anything to do with her feet. So here we are at my place. This is about a little over a month into her being with me. And I just went out and caught her. I brought her in my barn. I tied her. I just stepped her forward a little bit. See, she's right up against the post. And she's not even concerned. You're going to see her stomping flies. I'm just going to tie her there like any other horse. There she shook her head and shook the rope. If she'd have done that a month ago, she'd have tried to tear my barn down. I know, because she's tried to tear it down a couple of times since I've had her at home. But this is the way she's been for about the last 7 or 8 times that I've tied her. And she's gotten just gradually better and better and better and better. She can still get better, but she is well on her way to not being afraid to be tied and left alone. So I'll just let you watch here for a second. I'm going to saddle her here in a minute, and then when I get done riding her, I'm going to unsaddle her, take her out and load her on my trailer, and we'll see how all that works out. See how her ears go forward there? Even though I'm saddling her, her ears are going forward. She's really thinking about that rope, but she's really, you can tell she's way more relaxed. She's not leaning back. She hasn't even attempted to go backwards. And like I said, she's been this way for about the last 8 or 10 times I've tied her and saddled her. Super nice mare. Like I said, she's a Mustang, very intelligent, has tons of potential. And I'm just glad that those people that had her, that taught her all this bad stuff, no longer have her. I'm not saying I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread, but there's a lot of people out there that can do what I do. But again, I stress people, seek them out, find them somehow, you know. Don't just take them to the Joe Blow down the road because they're close to home. Now see here, I'm moving her back and forth, and even though she's not freed up as much as I want her to be, she's way more freed up as far as moving her feet. She's not near as concerned about the rope. She's staying nice and relaxed. And so this is the progress we've made so far. See, I'd like for her to walk forward down the fence. There's a step. There go the hindquarters, nice and soft. And see, she's leaving slack in that rope all the time. Now here we go in the trailer loading deal. And I'm going to take her in there and tie her. And it'll take me once or twice. She'll think about backing out, but it takes absolutely nothing to keep her on the trailer. And then I'm going to go shut my slant gate, and then I'm going to open my slant gate and go untie her and back her off, and she's going to be literally perfect. So, you know, like I said, there's no reason any horse would have to go through the stuff this mare's had to go through, but it just goes to show the intelligence of the horses, that they can overcome, you know, the fear and stuff that's been put into them if they get in the right hands. So don't worry about ruining your horse. Again, try not to send them to anybody that's going to do a bad job. I mean, really, interrogate the person. I've got an article written up on my Facebook page about this, giving tips on how to find a good horseman. See, she's standing good. I'm closing the gate. I'm not getting in any hurry. I'm intentionally taking my time. Now she needs to step up one step. There she went. There's the next step. Her head's up in the manger. Good. Shut the gate. Done deal. Now I'm going to open the gate. She's going to stay in place. See, I'm in no hurry. I'm giving her every opportunity to do whatever she needs to do. And she waited perfect. Now, I like the way she backs off the trailer. This is another important thing. I see horses come flying off the trailer backwards and people think nothing of it. That horse is scared to death to be on the trailer to begin with. Now, see, right here, I stopped her and led her back forward just to make sure she was still with me, and she nailed it, okay? Horses that run off the trailer backwards fast, that's a serious issue. It's not just because look how good they can back up. It's because they're terrified about being in the trailer. So anyway, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and try not to send your horse to anybody that will mess them up this bad. Thanks for watching.